The evolution of horror films is one to me that is intriguing. Looking back when films was on a black and white screen, Alfred Hitchcock, The Birds, then getting into a more suspenseful dynamic with The Night of the Living Dead. The black and white fonts and the simple texture of filming at that time would strictly have to depend on the storyline. Then you can see how color and technology change things with horror films. Because the basic Night of the Living Dead was strictly that, the story of the dead chasing, trying to kill its prey, which was actually a big film at that particular time. But things changed. The one particular film, the blockbuster hit starring Jack Nicholson, The Shining, this gave you a sense of thrill and horror with a great eerie musical background that ran throughout the film. But you can tell that it was shot with a much better quality than what was shot back in the 60s. Now, as you get hypnotized by The Shining and other trilogies like The Omen, these films was more scarier because of the storylines. Then you get into the late 90s with Jason Voorhees. Now, the amount of Jason Voorhees movies made his character into the horror book of Hall of Fame. It was one that was also set in motion picture that was in color. Now, you still have great actors, not too many special effects, great storyline, and great location. But Jason's character was just scary and monumental. Now, also, Jason's competitor at that particular time was Freddy Krueger. While everyone was scared of Jason, now you couldn't go to sleep because Freddy Krueger would come in your dreams. And the technology and the effects they were able to use in this movie, they were also able to carry on into other Nightmare on Elm Street, which I think was about at least 5 more movies Freddy was able to do. And then it was a Freddy versus Jason. So they pretty much ran the 90s for horror films. Now, getting into modern day films, you can see how special effects can now be used. You can see how the coloring, the scenes change, the music change, it's more suspenseful. The plot thickens, the twist. Horror movies have definitely made a great transition from then until now. One of my favorites now is The Conjuring. Taking a look at The Conjuring gives you an idea of how far we came with graphics and special effects. These characters are ones set for the record books. And who knows where the future is going with horror movies now because of artificial intelligence. I'll sit back patiently and wait as things continue to progress.